Hey, too many rides here. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally going to enter phase 5. It's the plan. Everything's going according to plan. It's just getting to it. Wishing I had the plan all finished off. That's the 1991, but there's really not much of the original bike here. That's the motor in there. Nothing else is 1991. Nothing. And we can get into that later, but I'm just telling you, it's phase 5. According to the plan, I gotta take a bunch of stuff off this bike and put them on a different bike. Just about everything. Get started on phase 5.
Phase 5.
Phase 4 is complete. On to phase 5.
The old 91's been decommissioned. The old 91 doesn't have much 91 on it. It's got a lot of good parts on it.
They're all good parts.
But it's according to plan. They were going to take all those good parts off and put them on K2. And it's going to look just about exactly the same as you see right here when it's done. But it'll be a different bike. Phase 5 of the plan is going into effect right now. It's going according to plan. I'm doing this during the winter time so that it doesn't interfere with anything. But I wish it was done, and I got lots of stuff to do. And I got to take a lot of parts off this bike. I've decommissioned the 1991, and you might be asking yourself why. That looks like a perfectly good bike. All the parts off of here to put on the other bike. They're all good parts, and I want to put them elsewhere.
They're all good parts.
They're all good parts. And I got to take a lot of parts off this bike. And I want to put them on a different bike. And so now it begins. One of my main goals to start with as far as getting parts off of here is to get the whole air box, carburetor, intake boot, and all those parts off. First things you're going to take off is the side covers and the seat. I'm going to be using the Chase Harper tail bag over. I've considered getting a brand new one, mostly just because this one's faded. Even though this bike's been decommissioned, it's a good bike. It's never let me down. I've never been stranded on this bike. It's always got me home. I keep quite a bit of tools back there and never had to use them. I didn't want to do all this, but I want the end result. I gotta take off a bunch of parts. Let's go ahead and take off the muffler. I've got some new muffler gaskets. I'm going to try to put one in this time. Let's go ahead and take off the rear fender.
Let's take the tank off. Okay, there she is in all her glory.
It's the decommissioned
1991 XR 600R. Isn't she a beauty?
Here's what the 1991 header looks like. Dirty underneath, like they all get. This is actually a 2000. Look at that, you can see it's got a brand new head job. I've got 200 or 300 miles on that head. It's got the carburetor from my 1992. It's got an air intake box from a 2000. It's got a rear shock from a 2000. It's got a brand new left case on it. It has a new Ricky Stator in there that went bad in short order. It's got to be replaced. I'm going to use that case on 2K. It's got a 2000 coil wire. The left side crankcase has been replaced on this motor. This is the 1991 motor, but it's had the left side crankcase replaced because the previous owner threw a chain at one point and busted up his case. It is actually rebuilt to a 628.
In phase 5, I gotta take a lot of parts off this bike.
I'm gonna reuse the headlight. I know it's
Hideous.
hideous. I know that. But there's a number of reasons. Because I have brand new headlights. I've got Baja Designs headlights in red. There's all kinds of choices. But this particular one is cut down. This is an old style Baja Designs. You're not going to find one of these unless it's old and used. But also it's cut down to fit between the wings of that tank.
So it doesn't hit.
And I've really just got no other choice but to use it or cut down some other one or completely modify and have a different kind of headlight. And I've got incandescent bulbs in here. These are just stick-ons. And they've served me well. I haven't ever had to replace a bulb and they're not coming off. The rear has to have incandescent bulbs as well. So I'm just going to stick with this whole thing. I might give this a facelift.
I gotta take a lot of junk off this bike. But phase 5, episode 1 is in the books. We got started on it. We will move ahead. Will we be riding 2K in March?
It's been a long time coming, this phase 5 of the plan, but we're finally going to get to it now. Can we be done by the end of February and have 2K out on the road by early February? No. By late February? Maybe. Will we be riding in March? We going to be able to ride 2K in March? That's right. Phase 5 of the plan is going into effect now. This is going to be a good year. Stick around.
In phase 5, I gotta take a lot of parts off this bike. I gotta take a lot of junk off this bike. Will we be riding 2K in March? That's next time. That's next time on the Too Many Rides Garage. The plan. That'll be episode 2.